Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the session of India's Sound Future, the impact of immersive and interactive audio on broadcast and streaming. And I invite our panelists on stage, beginning with Christian Simon, PA Deepak, Suresh Viji, and Sanil Levi. Give a big hand. Immersive audio is up and coming point of interest today. It's beginning in the past and advancing further. And I have 4 experts here who are immersed in audio. And to say something about them, I would introduce Christian Simon, who's a business developer at Fraunhofer IIS, which is part of the largest R&D organization in Europe. He helps leading OTT platforms, broadcasters, and device makers adopt next-generation audio, especially MPEG-H audio for immersive interactive experiences. Christian drives market development across India, China, Southeast Asia, Europe, bridging technology, licensing, and real-world deployments. Today, Christian will share practical insights on delivering immersive interactive audio to millions of listeners. PA Deepak, also known as Adrushta Deepak Palikonda, is a mixing and mastering engineer with advanced expertise in immersive music as a producer, educator, and apogee artist. He's the first Telugu-born engineer to win 2 Grammy Awards for Mix Engineer, mixing soundtracks for Slumdog Millionaire and Divine Tides, besides a number of industry awards, bringing global recognition to India and Andhra Pradesh. He has collaborated with A.R. Rahman, Stewart Copeland, Ricky Cage, and international artists working across film soundtracks, orchestral scores, world music, and immersive formats. With expertise in Dolby Atmos, Walkmix, MPEG-H, and high-resolution mastering, he continues to pioneer next-generation workflows and mentor emerging sound engineers. Suresh Viji is the founder and chairman of Saranyu Technologies, a pioneer in AI-powered cloud-native OTT solutions. Under his leadership, Saranyu's flagship product, Insta OTT, has empowered 30-plus media brands worldwide to deploy fully featured OTT services with speed and efficiency. With over 35 years of expertise spanning software technologies, wireless, multimedia, embedded systems, and scalable cloud computing, he has been instrumental in redefining how content owners and broadcasters launch and scale OTT platforms. Sanil Levi is an award-winning sound designer and pro audio application engineer with expertise in immersive audio with an M.Tech from IIT Jodhpur, specializing in augmented and virtual reality. Currently a faculty member and sound recordist at the FTII, he bridges academic training with professional industry practices in sound recording and design, and ensuring high-quality production and post-production sound for films. He has worked with high-end solutions such as Apogee Symphony, I/O, and Studio for immersive audio workflows. He truly believes that together we can shape the future of interactive audio, 360 degrees audio, VR, and 6 DOF experiences. Give them all a big hand. And now I request Christian Simon to roll the ball.
Stan, thank you so much for having us here and for hosting this session, and also to all the other panelists, a big thank you following our invitation from Germany to join this interesting panel. We are now since some years here in India on ground and looking for showing our technologies to Indian companies, and we see more and more traction and interest in what's the next big thing in audio. We had stereo for so many years. We couldn't interact with the audio, so what's next? Personalization is a big thing, and so we are now here to speak about immersive and interactive audio. Thank you very much. and to present it to you what this can bring for new possibilities to the viewers and especially to the listeners. So first I would like to start with a short film which shows some feature sets of NGA audio codecs, where NGA stands for Next Generation Audio, in this case MPEG-H audio. In this film you can see how you can be part of the audience of a concert, how you can change languages easily, how you can dialogue enhance your product so it's better understandable and other things. So I would like you to play now the video. Or can I just start it with this one? So let's go.
Wrapped up in our father's fight, justified by everything before our time. We don't draw lines, predefined in for life.
Nepal, home to the highest mountains on earth, and a multicultural population,
das eine Kultur erschaffen hat, die tausende Jahre alt ist. Zum Teil unter Extrembedingungen.
Investigation. Deputy Chief Italiano, NYPD, sir. Special Agent O'Hara. I'll take over from here. Anything unusual? Yes, sir. There is something you need to see. Okay, let's move fast. It's cold as hell out here.
Unbelievable. A penalty will decide this year's World Cup. Runs up. Shoots. It's all over.
MPEG-H audio. Deliver emotions.
Thank you, Christian, for the wonderful introduction to MPEG-H audio. And yes, I would like to ask you, how can MPEG-H audio impact Indian broadcast and OTT Pro platforms given our bandwidth and device diversity?
Thank you, Stan. That's an excellent and very relevant question because, you know, India's strength is also a technological challenge. So you have a vast audience here, so many people. You have also such a device diversity. Yeah, you have from smartphones over AVRs, TVs, whatever, tablets. You have so many devices where it has to be played back. And on the other hand, the country is so huge, so there may be places where you don't have the best reception, where you are maybe limited in bandwidth in your contract and so on. So the good news is that MPEG-H audio is a perfect fit here, which can solve these problems. So first point would be regarding the bandwidth. MPEG-H audio can support adaptive streaming. That means you can go to very low bit rates, and even because it's a very new high-end codec, you can preserve good quality at low bit rates. So you have the possibility to have the best, let's say, the best user experience, even in remote areas, and even if you don't have a good reception. This is done to adaptive streaming. Then the second point is that MPEG-H is very flexible because the sound is rendered according to the device it's played on. So I don't have to care about if I have an AVR with a nice cinematic loudspeaker experience, if I have a sound bar or only, let's say, a simple smartphone where I'm listening to MPEG-H audio. Because in every case, MPEG-H audio will play the best version possible for you. This is what we call at Fraunhofer universal delivery, meaning I only need one stream in the best quality and it will be tailored to my device in the best version for me. And the third thing, that is very flexible in kind of personalization and activity. So you all know we are living in an age of personalization. Every user wants to have the experience tailored to him or her. So maybe I want this language or that language, maybe a second commentary. Maybe I'm even visually impaired and need an audio description. Or I'm hearing impaired, I can't hear so good, so I need some dialogue enhancement. Or I'm just a cinematic enthusiast and want to have it in the best sound possible in my cinematic system. And all this is tailored by MPEG-H because there you can interact with the content. And I will show it to you later in some slides. So don't worry, not too many slides. And we'll show you what is possible in this way.
It's nice to hear about the flexibility of MPEG-H audio. And to that, I would say, I would request to highlight how interactive features like personal audio change consumption in sports, news, and entertainment. Can you dwell on that?
I will show it to you on the slides I brought with me, which then hopefully work when I press here. So I just have, okay. Yes. Very good. So now we see the first slide. I just give you a very brief overview on how MPEG-H works. So how can I interact as user in the end? And this is because we send different signals to the end device. Let's say the ambience of the stadium, and then 2, 3 different commentators in different languages, maybe an influencer in the stadium commentating. And because we are sending them separately, but in one stream, then the user can decide which one of them I want to listen to. And also then in the end device, it will be rendered so it's perfect for my device. I give you some examples. Let's say I'm listening to a nice cricket game. And there I would have, for example, 3 presets. One could be the default preset, just a normal commentary. The other one would be an audio description, where the field and everything is described for visually impaired people. And the third one is if I maybe don't want to have a commentary at all. So I can just switch off the commentary on the remote control via some audio settings. And it's all very easy. And if I go one step further, you see here, this would be some examples which I just mentioned. Yeah, so you can have different presets tailored to your taste. And if I go one step further, I could even have a slider, as you see in the right corner, which shows, okay, maybe I want the English commentary a little bit louder. Then I can take the slider and adjust the commentary volume to my liking. And this is a new kind of user experience which you can then have with MPEG-H. There are other use cases, for example, in sport, in news. Yeah, you could have a better dialogue intelligibility. In films, so in every kind of entertainment, you can have immersive audio, which brings you more into the scene. In music, let's say a live concert, you could be part of the audience, so you don't hear just the pure stereo mix in front of you, but you hear all fans around you, and you are feeling like you are at the concert itself. Or you are an enthusiast and just like to have the music as pure as possible, then you choose a preset where you just only hear the music without fans. And all this is in your hands. So closing this little explanation, I would say with MPEG-H, it doesn't matter on which device you listen or where you are. It only matters what you like, and then you can change the content to your liking.
Thanks, Christian. It's wonderful to hear how MPEG-H offers a personalized experience to viewers. And yes, we go to the part of production, the beginning from where it starts. And there I would ask P.A. Deepak, how do you see immersive audio transforming the mixing and mastering process for Indian music and film?
Hi guys, good afternoon. See, when we record, whatever we record, we want to listen to the same way. So we tend to record the source and the ambience. So same way when it comes to the the cricket. So it's never a commentary or just a DJ playing somewhere. There's so many elements we capture. So when it comes to the music, usually what we do is Thank you. So what we do is lots of mixes. We tend to finish, like say, if the mother language of the parent language of the film, if it is Hindi, we might need a new mix for a Telugu, for a Tamil, for a Kannada. So most of my films, whichever I mixed for Rahman, it was like simple into 5. So Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, like that. So many languages we have to mix. So here what is a very good thing is, once we finish whatever format we have mixed the film in Atmos, film in 5.1, once we finish that, so then you forget about the voice. So you just make a 514 or a 714 print of the music, and then the fun starts there. So I can mix a separate vocal file from Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, like that, separate languages, and you can select how you select in the live format, in the DVD, or however we used to change. Same way we can change even in the music. 1 second. There's a feedback. Can you decrease it, please? Check. Yeah. So what happens is, imagine a narrative. आप क्या बोल रहे हो? In Telugu, నువ్వేం చేస్తున్నావు? So there is a huge difference between timing in a automation point of view. So imagine we finished a mix in Hindi. Now the thing is, when the narration comes in other language, the same automation never works for another language. So what we do is, we can actually set a preset. After you finish a main mix, we can set up a decent ducking. Different languages, we can do a different ducking. And what happens is, whenever you change the language, the ducking applies for the final stereo mix, final music mix also. So as a mixing engineer, I don't need to work on, if there is a new set of language comes, I don't need to work on an automation for the music mix. So music stays the same right from the beginning. And imagine there is an audience. I can have a separate object, and I can set up in a way that in the personalization, I can set up the audience. I don't want this entire audience to be there. Or automatically that audience separate object can go down with just a separate personalization. When for a visually impaired audio description starts, automatically my entire mix will go a -3, -4, how much a mixing engineer can set. So that much I can actually set, so that the main description is always there. So you don't need to worry on the mix point of view. Once you finish a decent music mix, then have how many ever languages are there, so that at any given time, if there's any issue, any different settings you want to do, the end volume is never changed. So you finish your film mix, print your stems as 714 or a 514, then all the audio languages, and then just enjoy, sit and enjoy your different languages and check. Because every time, whenever we do a different language and send the final mix to a film guys, so what happens is, there are different changes, different effects are always applying on the final mix. So this particular personalization is really amazing for that. So, and the tools are available in the website, and it's really good. And coming towards the mixing, I have gone through so many formats, from mono, stereo, binaural, Dolby, Atmos, Sony 360 reality audio, and SPAT, which is for Harman. So, and for MPEG-H, I think I might have taken like 3 days to evolve, and I think it is very easy. So super easy from, and I use so many DAWs also. I use Pro Tools, Nuendo, Logic. So I was checking which platform is much suitable for this thing. So I've opened it in Nuendo, and it is super fast. So that way. So it has to be user friendly also. So which format is perfect? It's depending on you might like ice cream, that guy might like pasta. So at the end of the day, the taste matters. So always, but the thing is, if you're working on a platform like say multiple languages are there, so I'd suggest you to choose MPEG-H for the final deliverables, and it will be really cool. So that way. So yeah.
Thanks, Deepak. Hello.
Yeah, working.
Yeah. We've gone through the mixing and mastering process, which you are an expert on. We come to the human aspect where how do you ensure immersive audio enhances rather than distracts from storytelling?
So yeah, see, storytelling is the main dialogues of the film or a singer of a song. So now the thing is, distraction, I don't want to have my voice behind. So imagine like I'm talking and the voices are somewhere far away there. So it's a quite distraction. So what I will usually do is my main voice. Now when you say immersive audio, usually what happens is the distraction is you can actually keep how much binaural, like immersive environment spatialization you want. You don't want immersive audio. So my entire music, I want to have spatialization, but the main narrator can be on front of your eyes. So that way, someone is just talking here. So that way, the narration point of view can always be in the center, like David Attenborough can be just giving the narration and the lion is somewhere far away. So instead of having like there. So all the immersive audio, you can actually put which one ever you want to put in the immersive side and keep the main dialogue in the center, in front of your eyes. So that kind of magic tools are there in this MPEG-H. So you won't be diverted, but you will be actually immersed in that. That's the main meaning of immersive audio. So I really loved that. So there is no diversion. We actually get immersed in the water.
Thanks, Deepak. After mixing and mastering, it's now coming down to bringing the content to the audience. And there I would like to ask Suresh Viji, what are the biggest challenges in implementing immersive audio solutions in Indian broadcasting and streaming?
Thanks, Stan, for that question. See, on to my right, starting with Christian, that's the representing technology. Then we have storytellers here. So they are having all the fun. They are creating core technology and these people are narrating and creating stories. But now you have to take it to the people. So the technology and storytelling have to meet the practicality for it to reach people. So when it comes to the place, right? So the challenges are something that the implementers we have to face. So all the fun they are explaining, it stops there. The other kind of fun starts here. If you look at a surround sound system kind of a studio, for example, somebody wants to watch something at home. It used to be a very privileged thing. But now we want to make it reachable to masses. That's what we are trying to discuss over here. So what are the challenges that we are seeing first to take it to everybody? So while the diversity is an opportunity, it is also a curse. For example, the device diversity is going to create such a problem. You implement anything, it will break with some device or the other. So a device claims today, a smart TV coming at the price of 10,000 rupees, claims that it supports Dolby Atmos, but it won't even support simple stereo, but it will claim. So when you start streaming content, thinking that it is having Dolby Atmos enabled, even the sound itself will not play. So as a technology stack vendor, our customers will start cursing us, saying that the customer support is continuously getting calls, saying that the content is not even playing. So what is happening? So that is because the devices are in a hurry to show that they are doing something and hence people have to buy it. So now how do you actually address these kinds of fragmentation in the devices? So on one end you have devices like Apple TV which supports what it claims, but on another end you have a 5,000 rupees smart TV, Chinese made, let us say, but it doesn't support. So I need to now cater to that and still not break whatever story they are telling. So the experience has to be retained. So the first challenge that we are going to face, Stan, is that the fragmented device ecosystem going to cause a lot of issues. So there are unspecified hardware decoders. Some people even implemented everything in a software decoder, but it doesn't work because of the whatever the MIPS available in the processor is not good enough. Secondly, to cater to this device fragmentation, we need to store all different kinds of streaming formats. So naturally, the bandwidth requirement will increase for streaming. Storage requirement will increase because I need to store all the formats. And depending upon the device, I need to deliver the right format so that the story is not broken. So I have a very big challenge to be addressed when the practicality comes into picture. So this is on the delivery side. But even on the construction side, object-based media is something very new. So people are used to channel-based broadcasting where they don't have to deal with object-based media. But now they have to suddenly get into a new workflow where the story has to be created in such a way that it utilizes the potential of MPEG-H, for example, or a Dolby, whatever it is, immersive format. The story has to be told in that way, so the workflows have to be changed. The people, the sound engineers have to be retrained to address this, both in broadcast as well as streaming. And also the end user or the consumer has to realize the value of this. Otherwise, there is no ROI for the end user. End user will not demand that I need something like this. So the challenges are both on the construction side as well as the consumption side or the delivery side. So as implementers, we have to address both of these. So today, while we see India has a great potential for immersive audio, but we have a lot of challenges too on all the aspects of immersive audio implementation.
Yes, you have taken us through the challenges in implementing immersive audio. Can you explain how do we make the process easier by introducing us to how AI, cloud, and real-time processing make immersive audio scalable for broadcasters and creators?
Yeah, so this is an interesting part. Now, having heard that we have so many challenges to be addressed, so what do we do with it? While framing the question itself, they created an acronym, how do you ace it? So you ace it with AI, cloud, and edge. So the first thing is, how do I construct a spatially mixed content, right? How do I separate dialogue, music, and ambience so that when the end user is consuming the content, end user can switch on off anything the user wants or does not want. So for example, let us say there is a live sports happening and I want to hear only commentary from Sunil Gavaskar. So I don't want the ambient noise because somebody is getting out and everybody is shouting and I am missing what Gavaskar is trying to tell about the match. So I should be able to switch it off. So that means on my live feed, I must be able to control each of these layers of audio so that the end user can switch on, switch off what they want. So something with MPEG-H, what we have done is we have created demonstrations in the OTT domain of how to separate out this using actually AI. So with AI, what we have done is we have separated out all the layers after it is constructed, and then we have done whatever translation necessary and we have put it back. So the AI can actually address the construction in a way that it can actually personalize based on the listener how to create this immersive audio. So how to position certain things, how to generate the audio tracks in such a way that you can create that by automating the process. So it can actually help the storytellers to make it more easy to create that. So the workflow can be kind of impacted through intelligence, not just the human creativity alone. So the AI has a very big role to play in creating content for immersive audio. Secondly, moment you talk about construction of immersive audio content, you need a lot of tools and other things, so you need to collaborate. So the cloud can actually enable this collaboration because people now can sit wherever they want. The audio engineers, sound engineers, mixing engineers, they can collaborate over cloud and then they can create effectively the final story by collaborating with each other using the cloud-based tools. So the workflow can be automated much better than investing a lot on the on-premise equipments. So the second aspect of how to ace it is the cloud technologies. The thirdly, the delivery network, which is what we call content delivery network, and the player, which actually plays the content, they have to co-work sort of between them to ensure that the best format is delivered to the device at hand. So somebody is watching the same content on a smartphone, somebody is watching that on a gaming console, somebody is watching it on a smart TV or a low-end smart TV. It has to appropriately decide what will work out the best dynamically and adapt the rendering. So AI, cloud and the edge, which is basically the CDN and the player, all three together can make MPEG-H kind of democratized technology happen. So to solve this immersive audio at scale, we need to ace it with MPEG-H. You need AI, cloud and edge, and MPEG-H that can democratize and create an adaptable and aspirational deployment of immersive audio in the Indian ecosystem.
Thank you, Suresh.
Thank you.
We come now to the part where we start with the source of all audio, and that's the sound designer. And for that, I would like to ask Sanil, Levi, how should upcoming sound designers prepare for a future driven by immersive and interactive audio?
Thank you, Stan and Broadcast India for the invitation. I really want to say there is no term called upcoming sound designer or something like that, engineers, because we are in the broadcast, so we cannot make a mistake, first thing. So once you got the role, sound designer or audio engineer, you have to do your work 101%. So for that, today we are talking about trends, technology, transformation. So these three things matter. You have to update for the trend, technology, and technology is always, fascinating and evolving, and how the things are transforming from the beginning to the next level. So, in the broadcast, how things have started like mono, stereo, and surround, and now the immersive audio, and how that's going to help the community, and it will contribute to that people. So that I'm going to discuss through my journey. So we can just go back to 3 years back, like 2022. So I am sitting like you in the audience, and I am attending one of the panel discussion, and that's the topic for the trend, technology, and transformation. I just picked the topic, and after 3 years, we can see how we are. And after that, during the, for the upcoming, I won't say, but for the newcomers, I would say, during the college time or your study time, you have to visit all the kind of expos and this kind of shows, and you have to make a network. So how my network actually, I raise a question during that panel discussions. I'm very fascinated about the immersive audio in that time. So that time, there is no surround or any surround happening, but there is no immersive format happening in that broadcast. So I raised a question, and after the panel discussion, one guy came to me and discussed something. He said a lot of things, and we just chat with him. So later, I got to know that he's one of the super senior and my teacher, Leda ma'am. Ma'am said about him like he is doing a lot of things, and after some time, where my transfer happened, you can see. So couple of months later, then, so this is happened. So the person came to me after the panel discussion, that is Giorgio Chaco. He is one of the person who is doing all the IPL, ISL, and Tata Open, and he is the Dolby guarantee for the IPL 2023 Tata. So a lot of things are doing, and after I got a number from that time, and after some time he just messaged me like, "Are you in Pune? Are you free?" So I said, "I am free." So if you're free, you can come to Pune. I'm doing one show match here. So that is a ATP 250 tour, and one of the last ATP tour happened in India. Then now shifted to not happening anymore in India. So I was one of the audio assistant there. So that time the broadcast happened in more stereo. So at that time there is no immersive format. Then after some time, there is one immersive format test happened, and yeah. So this is a ISL match. So like recent it's happened in 5.1, not in again. This is not in a immersive format, but before that actually, lot of immersive format broadcast happened in India. IPL 2023. So the first, I mean, the right side there is a person having the yellow T-shirt. He is Srinivas Rao. He is one of the Dolby guarantee from BCCI. So he's made sure that how the broadcast is happening and everything is going well, and he's guarantee for that. And the next picture, center, he's again my mentor, Georgian Chaco, and he's also one of the Dolby guarantee for the Tata IPL 23. So these are the people really evolving this broadcast. And again, that after that, I back to my college. Again, I very fascinated about this technology, immersive technology. So I thought like I need to update myself. So I started my MTech in IIT Jodhpur. So I focus on my MTech in augmented reality and virtual reality, and may focus on spatial audio. So there I trained for that a lot of things, and during my time, I did a lot of research, and this is one of the things I did for the immersive audio. So you know that right now things are happening in 360 of freedom. Like we can see the left, right, up and down, but the position is stationary. We can't, if you go beyond that or back, we can't see any change actually. So right now everything happening in 360 of freedom. So what the future actually, that I'm going to tell actually. So this is, for the normal scenario, we have the dialogue, effects, ambience. If you talk about the broadcast, we say commentary, then stem mic, then the studio, then third umpire, then the audience, I mean crowd. So these are all is there. But what about the space in, I mean, in the immersive audio? So that really matter in the new current setup. So we need to use the ambisonic mic for that to capture the exact 360 space in the auditorium. So that we're using right now. I'm showing that in the Sennheiser Ambio VR microphone. So that will capture 360 space, and this is a first order microphone. And after that, this recording happening in format A, and later this convert to format B. A lot of things are happening that not need right now, but things are some technicality there for that. Then after that, again, it's the things are recorded for the sound design. Not in that, I mean, really for the broadcast, but in OTT, a lot of things that we need the space exactly in the 360 space. For that, every time we can't go there, or if it's the location far away, we can't go every time and record the things. So instead of that, we can just record any space, and we can record the impulse response of the space, and we can convolute that signal to our real signal. So exactly what happened, we will get a exact space information for that the convoluted audio. So that process happening, and we are testing in that MATLAB. That happened in IIT Jodhpur.
Yes,
So,
Sanil.
yeah.
Can you, we are running
Yeah,
short
yeah,
of time.
I'm,
Can you go to this very briefly? How can immersive audio address India's multilingual and accessibility challenges?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
could you-
about my last thing actually. So for me, how really matter the immersive audio in the community actually. Now the future of India is multi-sensory experience with the 6th degree of freedom. So that really matter for me. Like, so, and also the future is AI. So the correlation of AI, VR, and haptics also. So how the haptics help the community? Like, people have deafness. There's a percentage of deafness. So like they can hear, but a lot of things are happening. They can't identify which sound is coming. So this new format also helping that community. They can select the language if you want only if in sports broadcast, if you want only listen the commentary, they can select the option. So that way, this new format is coming. And the future is 6 degree of freedom. So 6 degree of freedom is like you can go left, right, then up and down. Also, see the center picture is chord play concert is happening. So the Chris is playing the piano. So if you wear the headphone and go beyond the stage, you can exactly hear the difference actually. Sound is coming louder and louder when you go to the stage. So that's the future of the immersive and interactive audio. Also the haptics, that will play the haptics and the motion and the experience. That's the feature of, in the future of Indian sound. Yeah,
Thank
that's for
you.
today.
Thank you, Sanil. We have gone through the full process of introduction to MPEG audio and how it can bring a personalized and immersive experience to you. And now, yes, I throw it open to the audience. Any questions, please? Yes, anybody can give them a mic if this.
What was the question?
Stan, we'll just take a one question now.
Yes, right,
Yeah?
right, yes.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Very interesting topic and presentation. To be very candid, I'm from Shaw. I'm an audio manufacturer, so therefore I'm very interested. In terms of this immersive audio, we've all agreed it's the way forward. We are looking at it, everyone's looking at it. How quickly do you think it's actually become part of everyone's everyday life? I mean, there's a commentary before that home theatres used to be, the rich and the privilege of the rich and famous, and we're trying to get it more and more democratized. Where do you see that happening and how soon? Because we'd love this to be at home. I'd love to sit there and watch the cricket and hear the crowd around me. I've got to be able to afford to buy it first, that system at home. The kids want it, the wife less so. So I'm curious as to the timelines you foresee, please.
So if I may answer, thank you first for the question. I think it's already in the homes in form of headphones. So everyone has headphones, and as we all know, with binauralization, we have a great way to bring it just to every device without any additional technology we need to buy. So it just needs to be produced in a proper way, and I mean in a proper way by artists who see the sense of binaural, like Deepak. And if it's done well, then the listener will immediately experience that it's more than stereo. It's not only in my head, between my ears, it surrounds me, and it can be played back on every headphone in the world.
And there are already 3 simple formats in the output: DVR, TV, and mobile. So these are the presets already there. So, and also without me mixing for that, they have already set up the volume levels and all, which the ears are safe, the TV is safe. So everything is safe from this format that way.
You've just made my headphone division very happy. Thank you.
Just to add,
You're welcome.
Just to add to that, if you see MPEG-H is actually software implementable. So even the lowest of the devices can actually implement it, and they don't have to have specialized decoders in the DSP or in the hardware. So that way it can actually leapfrog country like India into immersive audio and democratize very fast. That's what we are also trying in the streaming space now with Fraunhofer.
Yes, thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. And I would like to thank all our speakers, right from Christian, Deepak, Suresh, Sanil, for sharing their knowledge and giving us a great introduction to immersive audio. Do you agree? Give them a big hand, please. And I'd also like to thank Broadcast India, especially Mr. Manoj Madhavan, for having us here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stan. That was a brilliant session. I think India is all set for immersive audio, and we have pioneers like Shure, Fraunhofer here who are going to make the difference, and people like Mr. Deepak and Sanil and all the panelists who will create that revolution in India. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm just going to request Manoj to hand over the 3 certificates to the speakers.